Hey y'all, it's Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm excited to show you what I created with my Cricut this week, and that would be these custom Bible tabs that I was able to use the draw feature for Cricut, draw and cut, and now I have custom Bible tabs made out of paper from Davenport, which I love, and I have all of the books of the Bible here and I'm super excited to add them in. Let me show you how I made this. I have all the supplies linked down below. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Let's go. Okay, the first thing you want to do is start a new project in the Cricut design space, and then I clicked images. And when you are a member of the Cricut Access, you have access to a ton of images. So I typed in tab and you can just see all of the different options. And as a Bible journaler, this was amazing. Look at all of these adorable tabs. If you're a planner too, I can imagine like going to town on these. So what I did was scroll through and I looked for one that I kind of just liked the basic shape because I wanted to have these be double-sided tabs. So I opted for this one right here, and then you just insert that image and that is your basic tab. The sizing was okay with me, so I just stuck with it like it was and went ahead and started with the first book of the Bible, Genesis. I added that text by clicking the text tool, typing it in, and then I just dragged the corner to resize it. Now, when you click on the text box and you see that it's selected, up above it says line type. And you want to pick draw because you don't want it to cut the name, you want it to draw the name. And you'll see that Genesis was actually in an outline form. And what I wanted to do was pick a font that looked more like handwriting, that was a single line draw look, and so I opted for this one. You see it says Genesis. If you don't want it double-sided, no big deal, you can just leave that how it is, but I chose to copy and paste so that I have an additional Genesis, and then what I will do is rotate it. If you click on this upper right hand corner, it rotates. If you hold down the shift key while you're rotating, it sticks to certain degrees, so you can make sure to get a full 180 rotation. And then I'm just going to click and drag that over. Now I'll show you, if you leave it just like this, it looks like a tab, looks great. If I go over to make it, you'll see that the Cricut sorts it into two pages because it thinks it's going to write on one page and then cut a tab on the other. That's not what I want it to do. I want it to write and cut, draw and cut. So I select all of that and I'm going to click the attach tool to keep those together. Now when I click make it, you see that it has the written on, or the writing on top of the cut section. Now I actually pre-made a file, you see right here, that has about 15 tabs. It turns out that with Design Space, when you are doing the draw and the cut, it makes it a large file. So about 15 tabs was all I could fit per file, so I ended up making 5 separate files to cover all of the Bible tabs. I set my page size to 8.5 by 10, I think it's what it was, because that's what matches with the Jane Davenport paper. And then you just click heavy patterned paper and everything is ready to go. I have it loaded on my sheet, and then you'll see how I get the pen tool set up in just a moment. Okay, I'm all ready for the draw and cut feature on my Cricut, but what I need to do is make sure I load the pen. So what you do, take the cap off, I just put it on the top, put it in there. You don't just set it in there, you click it down. That way it's clicked, and then you close so that it's ready to go. And once you have the settings correct on your computer, then you'll be all ready to draw and then cut. Okay, you'll be able to tell I definitely sped this up quite a bit, but it was amazing to watch. And like my husband mentioned, there's just something about the names being actually drawn with a real pen instead of printed out with a computer. It creates a different look, and that's for sure. And the cool part is that you're able to customize with your color of ink that you want, with your paper, so you can really create these Bible tabs to fit with your Bible and your style. And I think it's just such a wonderful gift that you could that you could give out to your Bible study members or things like that. It was so fun to watch it kind of work. It finished the writing and then it goes through and cuts. It kind of writes in like a random order, like it'll write a few letters at a time and then skip around. It was really interesting to watch it work, a little bit mesmerizing, as you will find out when you have your Cricut Explore just working like crazy, but super fun to see. And I'm so excited for these Bible tabs. I think they are fun, and I'm really excited about this project. So the best part about designing something on the Cricut Design Space software is now I have those files ready to go. So when I get a new Bible or feel like changing out my tabs and want to go with a different color scheme, I have them ready to go. I can even just go in and manipulate the font, change it up, and I can make custom tabs for friends and for anyone at church that might be interested. So that is what I made this week with my Cricut. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. I have links to all the supplies, as well as a link to my newsletter that goes out every couple weeks with crafty tips and organization hacks. So be sure to check that out. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.